Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the Arizona carp fishing environment. So, I rehomed the brand new, just delivered green surf rod that I had gotten. It was a two-piece, 9-foot, super heavy rod. It's like almost completely fiberglass. There was some mixed matrix in it, but not to a high extent. It was simply just too heavy for me physically, and I got I got it in the hands of somebody that'll use it. I told them what was going on with the first eyelet, which the seller was upfront with me. Said there had been a repair on the rim, but I don't think they realized there was a little bit of a nick on the zirconium ring itself, the insert, and it was just something that would need to be sanded and then polished. It was not one that went all the way through. It was just fairly surface. And honestly, I paid $21 for it on eBay. I mean, I talked the guy down $10, and the shipping added made it 21, like 21.86. It was nothing for this rod, and I didn't want to get money for it. Initially, I did, but you know what? I'm like, I just need to get this in the hands of somebody that will use it. So what I ended up doing in the interim is I took the 3,000 size Daiwa that I had on, my Stalker rod, which is a 3-piece custom. Super light blank, super tough. It's pulled in some big carp, man. I can hold it all day long. But the 3000 was just too light a reel, actually, and it didn't really sit down in the hand, if you understand, because I put a lot of tension on my forearm with the handle to fight bigger fish. I tuck in because I have a lot of strength pulled in. I don't know how many people fish like that. I tend to. But that rod I coupled with the 8,000 size Okuma Avenger bait runner that I had. And I finally went yesterday when I went grocerying. I went to Walmart, did my normal thing, picked up a 330-foot spool, 30-pound Berkeley big game braid, which is a 4-strand and is tough as nails. And, I went up 10 pounds. I went from 20 to 30 on this reel. And I put a shorter leader, I think about 8 foot of the 14, because I found with that particular line that if it's more than 20 foot, it just coils really, really bad, and you have to have a decent amount of weight to get it to straighten out when it's in the water. And I don't want that. I've got enough leader on that they won't detect the braid, and I'm good with that. But I got 290 yards, 30 pound. So if they take a run, I'm pretty much covered. I've got the shorter leader, but still fairly long. And I'm anticipating it bounces great for such a fair-sized reel on an 8-foot rod. It actually bounces really good. It should be just as easy to hold for an extended period of time. I tend to not, until I get my whole rig for my rod pod, I won't, until I get the bite alarms and all that stuff. I will not be using bang sticks. I just don't like them. I have one somewhere. I can't find it. That's how often I use them. I like being hands-on with my rod. I just kind of like it, So it should be still perfectly good for stalking type situations with top water baits or slow sinking baits. I can still use it with my finesse bait or finesse feeders that I can compress bait in. I'll try various baits. I have actually done a birdseed oat cream corn pack bait on a feeder weight and done pretty good. So I don't like to get too exotic with baits. I like to stay fairly consistently easy. And the feeders that I've got, they've got that plastic piece that you compress on, and then you push the button in the middle, it pops it off. So you can do the hair rigs and all that. It's only like 15, 20, 25, and 35 are the grams on those. And we'll see what happens. This rod and reel design, I can still cast a fair distance, but it's by no means is it some 10 to 14 foot beast rod. skinny one like a lot of carp anglers use. Eventually, I'm going to get one of those so that I can use my rod pod and I can have a short range and a medium to long range. But I still cast pretty far with this rod, and with the 8,000 size with 290 yards of 30 pound, I'm pretty sure it's going to cover a fair amount of distance, and it bounces really well. So I'm really looking forward to it. But I'm really looking forward to trying this particular bread hair out because I don't have a riser type a wafter or a pop-up or anything on it. It's just going to be purely for being on the bottom with the bread. I've also thought perhaps even if I do the typical like flat folded bread on the hook type thing, but on that with a little bump in it and smaller, that they'll still come up and or come down as it were and grab it, and it'll still be the same way with the hair rig. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how it works.